cents. We are approaching 600 of these left with everybody on the phone line, so definitely stay in the ordering process. Now, we have a huge customer pick. I mean, huge customer pick coming up for you. Customer pick coming up for you with 969 reviews. We need to push that over. We need to hit 1,000 reviews on the Elite pressure cooker. If you want to prepare your food in a fraction of the time and have it be juicy and delicious, whether it's your meats, your chilies, your macaroni and cheese. Please tell me you made macaroni and cheese.
Oh, honey. We made jalapeno mac and cheese.
Oh, my favorite. We've taken $30 off 4 flights of $24.98, and we're shipping it to you free. So that's coming up for you after we check in with Angie in the HSN Spotlight.
All right, when something catches my eye, I want it right then, and I want it right there. And with HSN's FlexPay, it makes it possible. Get all your must-have goodies, and you don't have to pay the full price now. I mean, why do that when you can pay over time? It's easy, it's fun. All those must-haves, oh, they're coming to you. But you know what? There's no waiting. It's free, and you can use any debit or any credit card you want to pay those monthly payments over time, which is great. Now, our FlexPay Manager, which is available on hsn.com, this will allow you to track your activity. Hey, you can even update your information if you want to do that. Then also on hsn.com, at the top of the page, you'll actually see FlexPay. So shop all those items that are on FlexPay now. Just click it, and then you can browse by category, from electronics to jewelry, fashion. Oh, everything is right there. So start shopping now. The smartest way to shop. No, it's right here at HSN using FlexPay.
Shop the Fashion Edit on HSN.
So I'm doing a walkthrough of the delicious food. I mean, the different scents coming from all of the pressure cookers are absolutely amazing. If you do not have a pressure cooker in your home, if you do not have the Elite pressure cooker in your home, you are essentially wasting time that you could be doing something else. You are wasting money on maybe food that you're not enjoying to its full potential, because this is the way. The Elite 13-function, easy-to-use 8-quart pressure cooker is the way for you to prepare food from frozen in minutes. So if you're driving to work in the morning and you're just like, I meant to go downstairs and take the chicken out. What am I going to have for dinner? I'm going to get pizza or drive-through. It's not healthy. You don't have to worry about it anymore, because you get home, you're going to cook it in the pressure cooker. And you're not just going to cook it in the pressure cooker. It's going to be, and have it, just be, it's going to be the moistest, most delicious. Moistest, is that a word?
We're going to make it a word.
Most moist?
Moistest?
I don't know. Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't think it is.
By the way, we've taken $30 off for you today. Free shipping and handling, and 4 flex of $24.98.
Yeah, I was just looking over here at the price. You probably saw me looking at the price. I'm baffled. I've never offered this for that price and free shipping.
Exactly.
Ever. So this is an amazing deal.
And 3 colors.
Yeah, we have all 3 colors. Normally, we're limited to just one.
Yeah, but blue is going to sell out where we only have a few. So blue, red, or black. I have the blue. I love it.
Yes. Well, if you've ever been intimidated by pressure cooking, and I once was a few years back before I met the Elite pressure cooker, I was like, pressure cooking sounds a little bit over my head. Maybe that's you. Maybe you remember Grandma's pressure cooker that jiggled on the countertop. She cleared people out of the kitchen. She was worried about the safety. This is an electric pressure cooker. It's silent. You don't hear it. It doesn't jiggle. It makes no noise. And as Carrie mentioned, it's going to be so fast and easy. But most importantly, of course, is the food's going to taste better.
Yeah.
So it's, again, one of those things where it's like we could tell you about it all day long, and we will, but look at the reviews, by the way. Over 900 reviews, and like 600 of them are perfect stars. That means 600 different humans decided this was perfect. Yeah. That's a major thing, because nobody agrees on anything anymore.
Exactly, and so safe to use.
It's so safe to use, and it's so easy to use, and we'll talk about the digital brain, but let's get into some food.
Let's get into some food.
I love the capacity on this pressure cooker. Look at these ribs. I'm hiding behind these 2 2 giant racks of ribs.
So what, half of this?
No, we did the entire, both of these.
I know, I'm only kidding.
I know. Both of these inside our 8-quart pressure cooker. That's why I love the 8-quart. That's why I love Elite. Look at our ribs. If you are a rib snob like my husband, he is a snob about ribs. He is so picky, and every time he does ribs, he's like, I'm going to do them better, I'm going to do them better. He does them in the pressure cooker. There is nothing like pressure-cooked ribs. First of all, talk about fall off the bone. Most restaurants claim they have fall off the bone ribs, and you're like literally trying to chew the bone out of them.
Right.
Look at ours, literally falling apart, fall off the bone.
And how long, Kel, did these take? How long?
Thank you for asking. Under an hour. These were about 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Look at, you can't even, the bone, you can't even get these out of the pressure cooker. The bones are just falling out. These are so moist and delicious. Truly the best ribs you'll ever have.
It's so true. You know when you go to those restaurants and you do get a really good set of ribs?
I can't even put it on the fork.
It's that tender. That's the kind of tender you want in your ribs. I mean, traditionally ribs can be really tough. You don't want to be chewing on the bone trying to get the meat off of there. No, you want it to fall apart and get that juicy, tender cut of meat, that tasty, moisture-infused cut of meat. Because when you cook in a pressure cooker, all of the moisture gets infused into the cut of meat. So that's kind of a point of difference than cooking, like, say, over an open grill or an open flame, or even in your oven. All of the moisture remains inside because there's nowhere else for it to go. So you're getting probably the most moist cut of meat you've ever tried. I could stand here for the next 20 minutes and pull ribs out of here. That's how many ribs you're able to do. So if you're feeding 2 or 22, it doesn't matter. Do 2 racks of ribs and save the rest for later.
Absolutely. Can you imagine all of that huge capacity all in here, prepared in 45 minutes from frozen. All you do is put your favorite barbecue sauce, your whatever you
can
love.
do any rub you want, season them as much as you want. And then you need a liquid like a beer sauce or a barbecue sauce, whatever liquid you want infused inside there. And then you give it, you actually just hit the pork setting. We're going to talk about that right now as you go in for the ribs.
For the 8th time. I think this is my 8th or 9th bite.
Please do. But you might be thinking, well, there's a lot of pressure cookers out there, okay? Why Elite? Well, what I'm pointing at right now is a digital brain. This is why Elite. You don't need to know time, temperature, PSI. All you need to know is what you're cooking. Look what we have here. Menu select. Reheat function. Is there a glare there? Oh, no, good. Beans, 14 minutes. That's from dry. Brown rice, 23 minutes. White rice, 10 minutes. And wild green, 25 minutes. That's 3 different rice settings. This is also your perfect pressure-based rice cooker. Stew in 18 minutes, poultry in 20. That's from frozen, by the way. There's our pork setting. You're going to do your ribs in 30 minutes. It literally says pork, ribs, 30 minutes. Soups, you're going to do in 16. Beef, you're going to do in 26. A potato setting, not an hour in the oven anymore. You're going to do 12 minutes. Desserts in 20. Vegetable, fish, in 5. 5 minutes.
5.
And then there's a reheat. There's also, you can set your own time and temperature. There's also delay. So if you want to come home and put your beans in the morning and you want to come home to fresh baked beans or fresh cooked rice, put it on the delay timer. Come home to somebody who has cooked you a meal.
How exciting
is that?
And that's
the Elite pressure cooker. But this digital brain is a very expensive piece of equipment. But for somehow we can give you this amazing price. This is actually computer. It's built in. Most people don't buy a pressure cooker because they don't think they know how to use it for the time.
Exactly.
They have no idea. They're like, oh, do I need to know PSI? Do I need to know pressure? Do I need to know how long? Not with Elite. Don't fill up because I have macaroni. And I have your own special bowl for you.
I mean, there is nothing like, and I'm so sorry for speaking with my mouth full.
Look at that.
There is nothing like ribs in a pressure cooker. I mean, you cannot keep them on the bone. It's so amazing. And then, I mean, there's nothing that you can't prepare. No. The creamiest, most delicious macaroni and cheese. Wait a minute.
Look at this. Did you want this bowl?
I wanted this bowl.
I'll trade you.
Why did I get this bowl?
This is 10 pounds of macaroni. It's 8 quarts. This is actually our jalapeno mac and cheese. But here's the thing. I know you know how to make macaroni and cheese. I'm not teaching you how to make macaroni and cheese. Many of us do it on the stovetop. Some of us do it in the oven. If you've never had pressure cooked macaroni and cheese, just try it.
You need to have pressure cooked macaroni and cheese. I mean, it is absolutely cooked to perfection. The cheese is so creamy. The noodles are at that perfect.
Look at that.
level of, you know, it's not overcooked. I mean, they're amazing.
Now ask me how long this took me to do 8 quarts.
How long did this take you to do 8 quarts?
Thanks for asking. 11 minutes. And I popped my noodles in here dry.
By the way.
So go ahead.
No, please, go ahead.
I was just going to quickly tell people how you do it. You throw your noodles in here dry. You do a liquid like a broth or a water. You can throw butter if you want. And then 9 minutes, your noodles will be done. Pop in your cheese at 2 minutes till it's done. And this is how the cheese gets ooey gooey, like what you're eating. Ooey gooey. You got, now that's a word. That's definitely a word, ooey gooey.
If not, it is no.
Look at that. I mean,
right. If you want the red, I know we said the blue was getting close to selling out. The red is definitely top selling right now. That one is what everyone is choosing. Free shipping and handling, 4 flexible payments, and $30 off for something that's a customer pick on hsn.com with almost 1,000 reviews. That's huge, almost 1,000 reviews, and the majority of them are perfect 5-star reviews. This is something that once you get home, you don't understand how you lived without it. I think that every time I use mine, oh my gosh, I can prepare food so much easier, so much better than I've ever been able to prepare it before. Like for me, chicken breasts. I put chicken breasts in the oven, it comes out dry.
Or on the stovetop. Yep.
Yeah, it takes an hour. I love it here. It's so moist and delicious. You can do whatever you want.
From frozen, so
completely frozen.
Totally frozen chicken breast. So it's so frozen that it's now sticking to my towel. Throw in your veggies. You can brown in this as well. You can just turn it on and not put it under pressure and brown in it. Then all you need is a liquid. This chicken breast could be salmon, it could be fish, or it could be steak, it could be pork, whatever frozen meat.
Throw it in.
I'm going to throw all 3 of them in. You need a liquid. That's how pressure-based cooking works. So you need a liquid, and that liquid flavors are going to infuse. So choose your liquids carefully because it's going to infuse. So this is a marinara, or actually this is a spicy salsa. You could do marinara, it could be beer, it could be red wine, white wine, any kind of sauce you want to do. That's going to get infused into the fibers of your food. Then this is how easy it is to work. Ready? Okay, let me show you that again. Lock it into place. Then I put it on airtight. This is on airtight, it's going to come up under pressure. When I want to release the pressure, I put it to exhaust. So airtight means you're cooking, exhaust means you're eating. Now, when it's airtight, this little valve back here, you can see it, pops up. That means it's under pressure. This lid will not come off. It won't jiggle, it won't shake, it won't make a noise. You won't even know you're cooking the most beautiful homemade, like kind of grandma's tasting meal. All you do is come straight down to the front here, and I do my menu select. I go to poultry because I know that I just put in poultry. Okay, that's how much thinking I have to do.
So easy.
If you can manage to know what you've put in there, you're good to go.
Right.
Start and walk away. 20 minutes later, this is what I get.
All right. 20 minutes later from frozen. And you saw the size of those chicken breasts. Those were nice, thick chicken breasts. So
this is what I get right here.
In 20 minutes, at the push of a button, this is what you get.
And now this is totally infused with our spicy salsa. Our veggies and our sauce are down here. You're making them all at the same time. But look what I'm going to use to cut it. 2 forks.
Okay.
2 forks to cut it. And then look. Look at how moist.
Oh,
it is going to be the most moist, tender cut of meat, if this is pork, if this is steak, that you've ever had in your lifetime.
And infused.
In every bite, all the way to the center. Look at the center of this. Moist. Infused with that spicy salsa. Whatever you put on inside there as your liquid, it's going to be infused with flavor. Now, let's say I want to put it on a taco. Maybe I want to put it in a salad. Maybe I want to make a pulled chicken sandwich and make pulled chicken. Whatever you want to do with it, now you can do with it. With 3 chicken breasts, I even have leftover. So you're like cooking once, eating 2 or 3 times. Look at this. And then, of course, we've made our sauce at the exact same time. Look at this. Our sauce.
Hey, look at that. Look at that amazing
veggies,
meal that you
chicken
can...
tacos. 20 minutes. So instead of stopping by the taco shop,
exactly,
on the way home
and eating who knows what. We also have a cookbook available if you want further inspiration, great ideas. The item number for the pressure cooker cookbook is on the bottom of the screen, and our customers who have the pressure cooker love the cookbook, so add that to your order too, because you'll really have a lot of fun. Now, what is this, pork?
That is our pulled pork, and I want to mention, most of you have probably seen me actually removing the lid from all of these. This is a great safety feature. You don't have to lean over a hot lid. It comes completely off. Most pressure cookers don't offer that, but look at our... Oh, do we have two?
Like, are they in there? I mean, they're
two.
massive, but the pressure cooker is so large.
I probably could have done 4 of these. And here's going to be the hardest part about your pressure cooking experience is that the meat is going to be so moist, it's going to fall apart as you get it out.
Right.
I mean, most 5-star restaurants utilize a pressure-based system with a lot of their different cuts of meat. Look at you.
Look at this. It's just shredding with a fork.
With the tongs.
And pork, anyone who's cooked pork before knows.
Dry.
There's a minute of window that you could possibly maybe get it cooked just right. This is cooked to perfection every single time.
Ask me how long this took.
How long did this take, Kelly?
About an hour for both of these. This would have taken you probably 5 or 6 hours in your oven, and it would be dry, and you wouldn't probably want to eat it more than for 1 day, 1 minute. But as you were mentioning, how about then just do your pulled pork sandwiches? Maybe you entertain. You can keep it on the keep warm function, and people can come back to it all day. Maybe they're watching a game or anything on television or whatever you're hosting. Keep the pressure cooker on keep warm. It's not going to dry it out, and it's going to keep your pork warm all day. Look at our sandwiches. Yum.
Amazing. How easy is that? I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Putting food in my mouth. All right. All of us, time is so limited. I mean, we're constantly running to do this with our kids, to get here, to get there. This is about saving time. Look at your screen. Ribs and porks, 30 minutes. Beans, 14 minutes. Beef, 26 minutes. Potatoes in 12 minutes, and they are the most moist, delicious potato that you can make.
Potatoes take an hour in the oven. An hour in the oven and like 45 minutes in a toaster oven. I mean, you're killing me with a potato.
But these are moist potatoes.
Yes.
They melt in your mouth. If you make mashed potatoes, I mean, they practically come out mashed. I mean, they're just so moist and delicious. And it's so easy. So it's about you saving time. It's also about you saving money. And it's about you feeding your family more nutritious, better meals at home. I have the cookbook out here now. I wanted to show everybody. This is what I was talking about just a second ago. If you would like to add this to your order, it is loaded with recipes that have just yummy, yummy inspirations for you. It's $19.95. You happen to be saving $30 on the pressure cooker today, so consider adding this to your order.
I have that book, and I've been pressure cooking for years, and it's a fantastic book. But you mentioned healthy. We've been talking about tastes, because taste is, to me, it's nothing better than something tasting better. But it's also healthy for you. The reason is, when you cook on a stovetop or in an oven and you see any kind of evaporation happening, you're losing vitamins and minerals and nutrients that belong in your meal. With a pressure cooker, it's getting back infused into the meal. There's nowhere for it to evaporate too. So that's the reason we can say it's healthier, because it is. You're actually retaining more of the moisture, but you're retaining more of the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. I mean, I'm going to get off my healthy soapbox, but that's just the truth.
Yeah.
The other thing is dried beans and dried grains. Most 5-star restaurants in the world use a pressure-based rice system for their grains, their rice, their quinoa, their couscous, and then dried beans. And I use mine mostly for beans, honestly. I do beans in my house. I get a lot of my protein from beans. This is the cheapest aisle in your grocery store, is the aisle most of us skip. It's the dry bean aisle, where you go and you get your own little baggie. Pennies on the dollar you pay for dried beans, compared to like frozen or canned.
Really?
Pennies on the dollar, okay, to do your own dried beans. Most people don't do it because you have to soak them overnight.
Exactly.
It's a huge process. In a pressure cooker, most beans from dry, most of them, 14 to 22 minutes. From dry. And then you can infuse your beans. I do garlic infused pinto beans.
Yum.
I do hot sauce infused black beans.
Yum.
You can infuse your beans with whatever flavors you want, stuff you would never find in the canned good aisle. The other thing is vegetables. You're going to be surprised. This isn't just for large cuts of meat. Look at our veggies. Would you believe me if I told you that pressure cooking a vegetable is actually the healthiest way to eat a vegetable unless you're going to chew it raw?
Really?
Even when you steam a vegetable, you lose nutrients through evaporation. You do. That's just what happens. Still healthy for you, but you lose a lot of the nutrients. When you pressure cook it, there's nowhere for those vitamins and minerals and those phytonutrients to go. It all gets infused back into your vegetable. So consider doing a whole head of broccoli, a whole head of cauliflower, doing your squash, throwing vegetables in with your meat, because they're going to be even healthier. The other thing is, this pressure cooker does canning. You're going to can in your pressure cooker.
Wow.
And canning is becoming really popular right now.
It really
Everybody's
is.
canning again because everybody now wants to know what's in their food, and they're actually making their own food and canning it. Give it as a gift.
You know,
great gift idea.
We try to show you all of these delicious recipes because we really want to inspire you and show you how easy it is and how much time and money that you can save. The best thing is we have our 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee here. So if you're looking at all of this and thinking, does it really work that great? Is the pork that Carrie is eating or the ribs that Carrie is eating really that moist and delicious? Get it home and try it.
That's a good point.
I mean, you've got flexible payments. So for $24.98, we'll ship it out to you. Cook your favorite meals. Get the cookbook along with it. Try that out. If it doesn't save you time, if you're not preparing more delicious and healthier meals for your family, you get to send it back. This is one of my favorites because this is just massive.
It's going to go everywhere, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
okay.
good at this.
That's
8 quarts.
I'll just eat it wherever it falls.
8 quarts of seafood, potatoes, corn, shrimp, crab legs. Ask me how long this took.
How long did it take?
Once it comes up under pressure, now remember, your machine has to come up under pressure, so those times are always after it comes up under pressure, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. After it's under pressure, look what you get. You get corn, you get shrimp cooked to perfection, you have crab legs that are going to be tasty and delicious, you have potatoes that literally fall apart. I'm going to squeeze it and it falls apart.
It's the best potatoes. Yes, they are so moist and delicious. If you want to, when you cook it in your potatoes in the oven and they get a little dry and you add extra butter to try to moisten them back up. You don't have to do that because they're so moist and delicious.
And that's the thing. With this, you can just put in water as your liquid, or you can do water with butter and lemon, and it's going to get infused into here, so you don't even need to squeeze lemon over the top. It's going to be infused into here. You're going to taste the lemon everywhere because of the way a pressure cooker works.
You're saving $30 today off of one of our biggest customer picks on hsn.com. We're approaching 1,000 reviews. Maybe you could be our 1,000th review because we're getting very, very close to 1,000 reviews. Almost all of them or the majority of them are perfect 5-star reviews. You've got 4 flex. You're saving $30 and your shipping and handling is on us today. Don't forget the cookbook is loaded with yummy recipes. That is available for you. Your item number is up on the bottom of the screen. Now, I know you might be saying, Kelly just took 1 chicken out of there.
But there's 2 in
still
here.
Another chicken in there.
There's actually 2 chickens
in here. So you're going to be able to prepare food for the whole week if you want to.
Yeah, so I would say eat this one tonight and save the next one for the next day. Make chicken salad out of it, make chicken soup out of it. But look, 1 fork, and this just peels.
And how long did the 2 chickens take?
The 2 chickens, so I just doubled the poultry time. So this is about 40 minutes to an hour to do 2 chickens from raw. These are both 5-pound chickens. You're going to be making meals to feed an army if you want. But the thing is, even if it's just you and your spouse or you and your partner or you and a child, guess what? Save the leftovers. Throw them in your Pyrex storageware. Save them.
Right.
But look at how this is infused. Now, you can see there was a lemon inside the chicken, and there were some onions and some spices. Now, this chicken, every piece, every bite, every morsel will be infused with the lemon or whatever spice you choose because of the way that pressure cooking works. So it's like, we keep saying, the flavor, you'll never be able to compete with that. You really won't, because every piece is going to have that seasoning. You ever made a chicken in the oven, it's like the middle was dry, or it didn't have, like the outside is the only one that had the flavor?